Hello. Hello. Is anyone there? It's Thursday. It's Thursday night stream night. Except this time, hopefully, the internet survives. Firefly, you have a nasty habit of wanting attention the second that I go live. My delightful cat. Bored is saving you from Divergent. What's Bored doing? Is he competing? Even a competing stream, the little shit. How dare he? Hey, I'm gonna start the movie just now anyway. I don't know when we're starting the movie, but I wasn't planning on starting immediately. But welcome, Cindy. Hello. How do you do? Yeah, staring out went out last time. I recommend following me on Twitter, or be in the Discord group. Either way, that's where I was able to post and let people know what was happening. My internet just tanked. At first, I thought the chat just disconnected for a minute because it does that every so often. But then I had no internet, and it was out for several hours. So, just put an end to the stream, unfortunately. Meaning that we shall have to continue Divergent from the 30-minute mark later in the stream. That's the plan. In fact, you can see the timer is still going. Obviously, it's been longer than 21 hours, so I don't know exactly how that timer's counted. Maybe it's only been when OBS has been opening. Nah, because I've not had to open that much in the last few days. I don't know. I don't know what the reason for that is. But I wasn't able to turn the timer off because the internet wasn't there. So it was just left to go forever. I actually have to go and manually close it now. Okay, there we go. That's that dealt with. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Alright, Firefly's on my lap. He's happy. I'm as happy as I suppose I can be in this trying time. There's no Dia DeVito to offer me an egg. And even if he did, I hate eggs. So I'd appreciate the gesture, but I would take it in affront to my persons. But we're here. We're here. There was a short announcement video put up on Patreon. Nothing big, nothing huge. Just a little Patreon related update. If you've not seen it yet. I watched part 2 of Long Halloween. I liked it. I'm going to order the book and its sequel of Dark Victory. I recommend reading both Long Halloween and Dark Victory. That's very good. You should wait for Alison. Don't worry, Cindy. I was not going to start immediately. Although I hadn't considered the possibility that Alison might not show up at all. I'm not sure what to do in that situation. I guess we just make alternate plans. But I don't know at which point we call it and say that's it. She must not be arriving. So I hadn't thought of that, but we'll figure it out. Renegade! Welcome. But yes, welcome everyone. Fate stepped in. But on it, I would have rather have gone it over and done with. I was not. Everyone was joking about me trying to dodge Divergent, and I never dodged it. Not once. I said it was going to be a Monday. But because I streamed on the Sunday, people thought I was pushing it back. I wasn't. I always said Monday. And the internet went out half an hour in, which is not on me. And for a brief time, I thought my second shot was today, and I thought that that might inevitably or inadvertently delay the stream because I may have side effects. I'd mixed my weeks up though. It's next week I get my second shot, so no danger of that tonight. But yes, that was the sequence of events. Oh, I just saw the signal dip on OBS. Should I have Friday the 13th movies downloaded by next stream? I would recommend it. I would recommend grabbing all the Friday the 13th, and I'd recommend getting all the Jaws movies ready for the near future. Isn't that right, Firefly? Man, Firefly, you've been really cozy. Is it because you know I'm talking to other people? You feel like you have to try and like win my attention and make sure that I'm not forgetting that you exist? Because I promise, Firefly, I ain't gonna forget you. I promise. It was just a momentary glitch, seemingly. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Then again, there was no warning signs the other night. It just dropped dead like immediately, and it wasn't my internet specifically. It was the area. Like the entire area went down. At which point, that's when I called it and went, "Okay, it's not coming back tonight." Because keep in mind, when I'm streaming normally, it's like the middle of the night, local time. And even now, it's late-ish. Like they wouldn't be sending out someone if it went down now. Yeah, Alison. As I said, me to move on. I enjoyed the Divergent series and I feel the world building works, but I've read the book, so it's difficult to separate the expanded detail there. No, we have to finish, Alison. We have to finish. Be Blood a few days ago. We could a giallo film or more of a proto slasher. It's kind of a mix of both. It's basically a giallo that kind of also inspired some slasher tropes. So it's kind of a bit of both. Which it can be. After all, giallo just really means Italian slasher movie in a lot of ways. No. Just Jaws 1 through 4, Bob. I'm not familiar enough with the game Renegade, but that's cool. Firefly. Oh. No, I've got to see how Shailene Woodley and the other parkour squad measure up against the ones in the grey and the other teams. And whatever the villains or the conflict is, which I don't actually know yet. We never got that far. Firefly. We have to schedule a game night actually as well, because that goal was hit. Not last stream, but the stream before. What was happening when we stopped? They were sitting down having lunch or breakfast after they'd all just gotten their outfits. I think that was. I think when I actually checked the time, it was like 32. But I mean, for the sake of convenience, exactly 30 minutes is good. Well, I hadn't really decided yet, but I mean, you're here, so that was one of the sort of the prerequisites. I don't even know. I'm not gonna try. Hmm. So we can start soon, I suppose. Now, admittedly, I don't know if some of the others who had rented it or whatever, like Fletcher, for example, will feel betrayed if we watch it without him, or if he is perfectly okay with the idea that we just went ahead and got it out of the way. So I'm not sure what to do on that front. I haven't heard from Fletcher on Twitter or anything, so I don't know. I don't know. Um, but hey, they're doing a Waterworld TV show. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't imagine he's going to be upset about it. I concur. So we'll probably get out of the way soon. His Amazon rental would be over by now. Is the Amazon rentals 48 hours? I can't remember. Cause some places give you it for a month to finish it. That is. Yeah, the internet just went out in the area, Akira. Nothing exciting or well, just annoying. Oh, Firefly. Yeah, because I think is it Apple or Google? Maybe both give you a month on rentals. I never have to. I never wait that long, but yeah, that sounds right, Allison. Oh, Crawl's pretty good. It's a fun movie. Oh, I'm glad some people are here nice and early. I was worried that I'd be starting the stream too early for all the usual crowd. But that's nice to see. Firefly, what we doing? Oh, give me some cat cred, Firefly. Everything on the internet is instantly better if you show some cats. Yes, yes. Off you go. Ah. I had a oddly kind of. I had a couple of things to do, a couple of things to edit and get up, but for the most part, I had a pretty quiet day. I was considering starting a couple things, but mostly I was pretty low energy today. Maybe I just needed it because I had to do the comics podcast yesterday. So I was just like it was like a weird it was a weird Wednesday. It was a weird Wednesday compared to normal. Hmm. Renegade sick. Oh, that's a shame. You're excited to see Green Knight tomorrow? Yeah, I think Connor's going to see that soon. Oh no, wait, never mind. How could I forget? What's a Firefly? Firefly. Um, it just looks good. Connor's been saying since like last April that it's his most anticipated movie. Firefly, you're a little menace. You're a little menace who demands attention. Yes, but he had the choice before. Now the choice has been ripped away from him, so now he's livid. Hmm. Yeah, I can walk to my theater, which is a nice get around of that. Get a bit of exercise. Don't have to deal with getting close to people. I saw Peace Dragon. I don't know if I remember really thinking much about it, to be honest. It wasn't bad, but I didn't feel much from it. So I don't know how I feel about Green Knight. I mean, the trailer visually looked very good. Like I definitely do not deny that. But I'm not sure how I'm not as jazzed as other people do. It's just the cinematography is very good, Allison. It's very dark and moody. Every chance in the world that if I actually try and watch it, it's going to bore the shit out of me because of its topic. Suicide Squad's actually out here tomorrow, apparently. I didn't even know it was out here early. I just saw it mentioned on Twitter. Firefly. Fell down. The cat keeps moving back and forth. We go through this dance every time I stream Firefly. What's up with you? You got cat fur over my t-shirt already? Ah, dear. Alright, well I guess we'll continue the movie soon. Get it cracking. Yeah. Get it over with, maybe a better term. move things around a little touch. Wait, that's the wrong thing. This is what I want. I mean, I think that's a good idea, Alison. As much as it may be a pain, I do think masks were dropped too soon. Pretty much everywhere they've been dropped. After all, I mean, no, Sunday would not be good. I have a recording schedule, Renegade. There's a chance I'll be free to stream maybe on Saturday, but it depends if stuff from tomorrow gets pushed. I've never been I never stopped wearing mine, at least for indoor locations. If I just go for a walk, I don't wear one. I'll just stay away from people. But just keep my distance, you know. All right, let's get to the movie setup. Divergent. Although we're not starting from the start, we're starting from exactly 30 minutes. 3000. 3000. Oh, I remember being in school. Honestly, the thought of kids being packed into school together still seems like a terrible idea to me. Now, admittedly, I don't really have a solution because eventually that has to continue, but uh, it doesn't seem like a particularly good idea. Um, but hey. All right, let's set up this movie. Audio. Mm. Everyone's everyone's sick of the restrictions, and I get it, but all rushing is going to do is make things worse. But everyone's now too stubborn to go back to restrictions, at least to the extent they were, meaning that things are just going to be worse again. But except this time, they probably won't do as much to actually curb it. They'll just kind of shrug and go, well, um, let's not get too depressing in the chat, shall we? Steer off the pandemic talk. Okay. I mean, I suppose I can't argue. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh no, I'm 10 minutes ahead. Yeah. I mean, 30 takes us right before the scene we were on, but I think refreshing the last minute or so that we've seen is probably a good idea. Okay. So at the 30-minute mark exactly, she's putting on, or someone's putting on their. It is her, yeah. This is her putting on her pants. What a frame to be starting on. Um, yeah, honestly, I don't think mass will ever completely go away in the sense that I think enough people like the fact that they've not gotten sick at all. Versus the normal stuff they usually get every year. That they're like, you know what? This ain't such a bad idea having a mask when I'm in crowded places. Obviously, not everyone likes that, but many do. So here we are. Right, so we're going to watch Divergent. I won't bother with the timer because it's going to be off anyway. Because I can't start the timer at 30 minutes. Um, I've muted the desktop audio. That's good. Get my headphones plugged in. I may have bought Slay the Spire on my tablet, which has been both a blessing and a curse in many ways. Alright. Headphones plugged in. We're getting stopped. Now, would I like to go get some water and maybe a little snack before we start? I'll get a snack. I'll get a water and a snack. I'll be back in just a tick. So set up your movie at exactly the 30-minute mark. Pause it at exactly 30:00, and we'll start from there when I get back. Good luck with that, Akira. Like I would not. I don't know if I'd be excited. I don't even think I've heard much about Area 51 as a movie. Obviously, Area 51 in general. I've heard much about. Um. Hmm. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. But hey ho. All right. So if you're watching along with Divergent, I've got it paused at exactly the 30-minute mark. That's 30:00 on the dot. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, and press play. So if you are joining in, I tend to not let my hair like grow that long anymore, just because of you know, just because it doesn't look good long. Uh, but back when it used to get messier, when I did let it grow in a little bit, I used to just wear a hat if I didn't have time to like shampoo it and like properly wash it in the morning. There's nothing to hide with my face with the mask though. Really, I mean, maybe bad breath, but even then, I still want breath for myself. Like, if anything, I have to smell my breath more when I'm wearing a mask, so I'm more inclined to have a nice breath. Um, okay, I'm going to do the countdown and press play. Exactly at the 30-minute mark for Divergent. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. And she's got the pants on. Very exciting. Alright, so welcome to lunchtime, you bunch of freshmen. And I say freshman because it's such an American movie cliche scene, not because I actually use the word freshman. Oh. I don't understand how junior's the third year anyway. Oh yeah, the love interest is super dickish. That's right. That's right. That would have been better if she hadn't immediately like gotten all scared and whimpered down after she said her little zinger. Wait, Run Boy Run's back again? We got the rights to this great song and we're going to use it over and over again. What is this scene? Why are they crowd surfing? Stop it! Stop it! No, I wish I was watching the pit. Hmm. Fine, Courtney. This society's dumb. This factionless nonsense. Some troglodytes. Uh huh. The guy that just nodded looked like discount Chris Pratt. Somehow Miles Teller is also the discount version of Miles Teller. Pick her on the snatch. She'll be right down. Just think, Woodley, you were almost Mary Jane in a Spider-Man movie, and then they ruined the sequel, and that continuity got done. It's smart she lost anyway. But well, I was trying to motivate her. I feel like someone who grew up in this world should know that his parents wouldn't be able to take him back even if they wanted to. And now there's a tattoo slash nightclub thing. Am I ready for Scott Tober? What is Scott Tober? Oh. Well, I wasn't aware of it even happening, so no, I'm not ready for it. Oh, got a message. Hmm. You know, I'm really not a fan of the vibe of these movies. And by these movies, I mean these young adult movies. Like, we're in this weird, harsh world, but we're getting these montages with really upbeat songs. But it doesn't feel like an ironic thing. Like, some movies would do something like this with an ironic touch to it. Hmm. I mean, that's cool. I don't. I don't know how much of it I'll check out. It depends. Maybe if there's good buzz about some of them. Chris ain't doing so hot. Don't trust Jai Courtney. Nothing good can come of it. No, Alison. They're very much of a different breed. Yeah, Jan's too busy doing DC books. Not popped up? Did I accidentally Nah, that's just turned on. Let me check the Oh, it's on the history. It just never popped up on the screen for some reason, board. Wonder if that's a consistent problem or let me not edit. Can I re thingy it? Edit and delete. I don't want to edit ban or delete. No, no. Wait, edit. That's weird. If someone else wants to tip to see if it shows up, that'd be helpful. But thank you, board. You get a spin, of course. Although that didn't affect the health bar, though. That's the real problem. That's the real problem with that. Hold on. Right, there you go. I did it manually. I added one manually in your name. Uh, nice. Okay. Spin for board. +1. Good start, board. Good start. And then a spin for Akira. Ho 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 ho! Is Akira on the board yet? Did you just put Akira straight to -3? How cruel. How cruel. If you can dodge a knife, you can dodge a ball. It does. Board's just handing out negatives to everyone else. Oh. Can I? Oh, I forgot his name was 4. It took me a second to realize it was talking to him. Just remove PayPal thing. There we go. Well, that sounds like a fun board. The chemistry from these two is unreal. Not since 50 Shades of Grey have I felt such raw sexual magnetism. But she's going to punch you again next time you're in the little dojo with her. Here's the thing. You can argue that Bruce and Rachel have very little chemistry. However, that movie does not revolve around that relationship or lean on it in any great way. It's a single thread in a movie full of lots of more important threads. Jiggly's worse? Oh no. Firefly. Eek. Oh no, his advice is going to come in really, really hopeful. Yeah, they had tons of chemistry in the first movie, I agree, Alison. But then once they grew up, it was all gone. I still have jumping jacks? I do still have jumping jacks, that is correct. Oh god, Heartmail's Teller. I will enjoy that at the very least. Is there rules to this? Can she kick him in the balls? I was hoping Miles Teller's face would get punched in a bit more. I'm I'm a touch disappointed. Oh man, Too Old to Die Young's really good though. Finally, Miles Teller's got a role where he keeps his mouth shut for like 99% of his performance, and all of a sudden it works. He spits more in that show than he does talk. Probably more than he has lines of dialogue. Upbeat music. How come I dislike him so much? He's just got a really annoying face. and attitude and demeanor. I don't know, love interest man number 4. He smiled a little bit. It does feel like Hunger Games, well, Divergent. I mean, Hunger Games is why this exists. Let's not mess around here. This movie's made because of Hunger Games success. Theo James. Oh, it's number 4, Theo James. They're really bad. I mean, the whole franchise is really bad, so. I agree, Bob. It's a dull movie. But we have to persevere. These are the rules. Movies must be finished. Oh god, the intense stare. Everyone's afraid of something. Look at me be meaningful. Go on, kick him off. Kick him off. Let him fall to his death. They're going to have a romantic moment up at the top of the wheel. Are we watching something after this? Maybe. I mean, we started early enough, so. See how it feels. I'll see how it feels after I do some jumping jacks. I remember the title of that movie, Tyler. I never saw it though. Does he have a brother called E4 and a cousin named More4? And maybe a professor named Film 4. I mean, no, Hunger Games is better than this. So I'll give it that. He got double tapped. With cinematography here ain't that hot. This feels like a TV show for the most part. This little combat scene on the roof with the neuro stim gun things. Happy music! She won capture the flag! Yay! I mean, I like the second Hunger Games more than the first one, but I remember the third book adaptations being kind of ropey and not really liking how the story ended. Although I couldn't tell you now how it did end. I don't remember. That first shot of her going down the zip line looked very ropey from a composite perspective. The close-up's fine, the close-up's whatever, but the first shot that was wider looked really bad. Yeah, it was more the story just being more interesting in the second one. Did no one tell her that before she went? There's so many scenes in this movie where a cheesy song comes on and something happy and like coming of age happens. There's a lot of that. Hit the link in the wrestling Discord. I will have a look. Domino's disavows AEW's bloody pizza cutter spec. What? Is this about any involvement in All Elite Wrestling's AEW Blade telecast? It's not happy with the weird pizza cutter synergy that happened. Oh no, I saw it. I've seen the GIF. I've seen the picture in picture where he's holding up the bloody pizza cutter and they're literally advertising Domino's on the other side of the screen. People were sharing it all over Twitter today. Yeah, they've not set up a villain yet. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, the idea of the state itself is going to be the ultimate villain, but what are the Guardians protecting them from? You know, what's outside the wall, as it were. It's kind of odd that we still don't have an idea, even if it's a lie, even if it's not true yet. We're all the villains. The true villains are the friends we made along the way. I concur. My test results came back cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I'm going to look into your mind. Birdemic, Birdemic. This is Birdemic. Oh, now she's Artax in the never-ending story. I'm sinking. No, Artax, no. Of course, it's not real. Is it like Inception? Did she just get Inceptioned into a dream? No, I agree, but I've been saying that. They've not really set up a proper antagonist yet. Or at least who the state claims as the antagonist. Obviously, the state itself is the real antagonist. Kate Winslet is likely the big bad, or at least represents the big bad, but. I'm special, I'm a chosen one. I got some of that divergent juice. I'm full of divergent juice. Incredible amounts of divergent juice. Oh, what is it? The Boy Behind the Door. Oh god. Sounds like a sequel to The Boy. Kate Winslet's doing this to make her experience the Titanic hurdles of life. I went through this, so now you shall too. You shall experience the threat of drowning. I mean, you get a free trial for like at least a week, I think. Maybe a fortnight. Akira, if you just want to try it. After Bobby and his best friend Kevin are kidnapped and taken to a strange house in the middle of nowhere, Bobby manages to escape. But he starts to make a break for it. He hears Kevin screams for help and realizes he can't leave his friend behind. Hmm. Brahms. Uh, Such a bad movie. What were your test results? Delta. Delta strain. We gotta sell the soundtrack to a bunch of horny teenagers. We gotta sell the soundtrack. Track 9 needs to be moody. There's been too much happiness. Get to the moody. What's the point of those pillars? They don't even go all the way up to the top. They're not holding anything up. They're just random pillars that don't go up to anywhere. Mm-hmm. On full on riff tracks. I'm okay with that. I have to make more entertainment. The real question is, will Pete hate this movie more than Twilight and 50 Shades because it's longer? I can't decide if 50 Shades is worse because it's aimed at an older audience. But at least this gets something of a pass for being aimed at a bunch of dumb teenagers. I don't know. I don't know. 50 Shades might be more insulting on a level. 2 by 2 Suits of Blue. Just sheer wait, she's going to bust out that Divergent dick punch anytime now. All these douchebags won't know what hit them. There was. What is there? Did something happen that I missed? I don't know. That second 50 Shades had such a start and stop plot where most of the things were resolved quickly or off screen. It was really weird. No, this is doing a great job of having a proper story and structure, but still. Lie, cheat, and steal? How dare you speak ill of Eddie Guerrero? We have to save this city before it goes down like a sinking ship. Like the Titanic. Also, if you happen to find any drawings of me lying down like a French woman, um, let me know. I've been looking for it. Also, a big purple heart. Just for that, I should have cast Vicky in it. Every time Kate Winslet's character shows up, excuse me. Come on, Divergent Dick Punch. Divergent Dick Punch. Divergent Dick Punch. You know what? Shailene Woodley deserves to be thrown down the pit. I realise he's here to rescue her, but he is literally the fourth man in this scene. He is number 4. I told you to use the Divergent Dick Punch. God damn it. Next time I'm not going to save you. I show you the secret super Divergent Dick Punch. You must use this. For you are the Divergent. Meek, shy, teenage girl by day. Slightly less shy, meek girl by night. Divergent. Are you going to punish the 2 guys that tried to murder her? No, can I show you to my playroom? What, you mean like Xbox and stuff? I want to gag you. Uh, yes, what's this in there? What's different between a normal dick punch and a divergent dick punch? Well, she has like extra divergent force. It's like 5 energies all coming together that then diverge up the urethra, and the dick explodes. The dick diverges from itself. But boy's taking notes. Like the Megazord. Yeah, it's like the Megazord. All 5 groups that are within her all collide. She can basically do a divergent version of anything that alliterates with the letter D. Maybe fewer. Like Divergent doll making. She makes a hell of a doll. Divergent drink mixing. She can mix any cocktail better than anyone else in the land. How far into me this? We're an hour and 26 into this movie, and there's still like 50 odd minutes left. We watch plenty of boring crap horror movies on this stream. That is true, but Joe, what they have the good conscience to be? Usually under 90 minutes. There's some disadvantages though to being a lady divergent. Male divergents have the divergent dick tingle, which is like a spider sense. I'm sorry, am I upsetting people? I can't say I'm fond of it, before. Absentia was like an hour 30 or 40. I mean, maybe an hour 40 is a better thing to say, but American Psycho 2 was only like 90 something minutes, I'm sure. These two really have a void of chemistry. Ah, he's teaching her to fake it. Maybe they can remake popular films with a Divergent spin. Divergent Die Hard. I never forced myself through Maze Runner, so I can't comment. Yeah, American Psycho 2 was not long. It was just that bad. I really like Serena Deeb's new shirt, Tyler, if you're even still here. I ain't commented in a while. It says the best women's wrestler in the world, but it's got women's scored out. So it's kind of like a no, I'm just the best wrestler in the world. So it's a nice vibe, and it kind of oddly ties into Punk in a weird way, which is funny because they actually had a faction together a long time ago. Guess the Rotten Tomato score for Absentia. Well, given that you're making me guess, I'm going to assume that it's far too high. So I am going to say it's 62% somehow, when it should be like 5. Hello, I am not quite Sean Bean, times 5. I am Divergent Sean Bean. A7? How many reviews is that? This is an outrage. This is actually complete disaster. A7%. That movie was trash. Like you know, I respect him for some ideas and like obviously what the director went on to become, but it was not good. They're all his friends. That's my that's my that's my assumption at this point. I have never seen the upside before. Oh my god, a girl touched my back. I've never felt such sweet feelings before. Oh no, what's happening? Something as a reaction. He wishes he was Divergent. No, we're still watching Fletcher. We're quite far in though. But luckily for you, almost nothing has happened. Um, we're 1 hour 35 and 10 seconds in. Oh, the kiss, the first kiss, everyone. Divergent was now Divergent dental meeting. Jesus, so. You know, Smallville's getting a complete Blu-ray box set, and we're still stuck with the crappy HD version of Buffy that looks atrocious. Uh, if you're going to watch Buffy, watch the original standard definition versions. The HD one's a bastardization. It's horrible. That's fair, Fletcher. I do not blame you. On the upside, though, we're not too far away from the end of this, relatively speaking. Feels like an eternity, but um, we'll probably watch something after if you want to join in with that, Fletch. And I've still got jumping jacks to do, so you get to witness that. I know it's really annoying that it's probably not going to get the treatment, at least for a long time, because of him. It's upsetting. It's upsetting. Doesn't change how I feel about the show, but it's still upsetting. Can we watch Jumping Jack Flash? Oh, maybe. We'll all hope, Fletcher. We're all praying in hope of your return. Safe journey to dinner. Where's our entrance music? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-da-na-na-na-da-na-da. I'm not suggesting she has any of the characteristics of Stone Cold. I'm just it was the first one I thought of. Do you know what? I am absolutely shocked that almost this entire movie turned into being about the like the initiation into her group. I thought that was going to be Act 1 and then it would get the real plot going. Instead, the entire movie thus far has been about her being tested and eventually officially joining the group or not, depending on how it ends. But Big Brother is on TV. Peace, everyone. Big Brother. Hmm. It's Birdemic 2! Shock and horror returns. I don't know, Hulk Hogan has very different music. I think I've seen Thunder in Paradise. At least the movie that started it anyway. Kay Wins is having traumatic flashbacks watching that tank fill up with water. Oh, I remember Leo drowning as I hogged the door. Oh, she's twitching. She's twitching on the chair. Wait, they're pumping into her some sex fantasies? Oh, that was a divergent dick. Knee. Maybe not a kick per se, but she need him in the dick. I did not know that, Renegade, but I don't really, care that much. Which celebrities are friends with other celebrities? Start with the brother. He's problematic. Just trust me on this. Wait, I thought our friend was the one that tried to kill her. Well, I guess not. I guess there was multiple white dudes who looked the same. They had good chemistry. Who? Oh, Leo and Kate Winslet? Billy Zane carried that movie. Yeah, but I thought it was the guy who. Like, I thought that was someone else, so I was surprised to see him alive there, so I just guessed that wasn't him. I got that he killed himself, but that's why I was surprised to see him. They're all being controlled. Yeah, blend in like Shaun of the Dead. Pretend you're a zombie. But of course, it didn't work on her because she's Divergent lady. Oh, was another. How did he pass the test then? Did he have someone helping him just like she did? So is this where they go all out and fight their war outside, but none of them ever remember it or know what's going on? Or something to that effect? They're all like zombies. Where's this train going? Busan? Probably not. Seemed a bit excessive and dangerous to me, but I'm pretty sure I'd be dropping some you know, I'd I'd probably be dropping a lot of toilet substances as I flew through the city. It'd be like a plane that's dusting crops, but a lot less pleasant. Not that fertilizer is necessarily that pleasant to begin with, I suppose, but the old crop duster classic move. Ah, they're using them to kill all the people in her old clan. Hey, 4, I think we're like mindless stormtroopers or something. Ah, it'd seem like a shame not to, Tyler, wouldn't it? This is a really dull location for this scene. Maybe it's just how it's shot, but it's so just lots of grey block buildings with. Uh, oh, I forgot. Trust was shot for Beatrice. I just saw that new profile description from Young Bucks. That's pretty great. Oh, another update. Yeah, I saw what McMahon said in the investor stuff. That's pretty funny. $26 left. You're closer to the intended audiences. Are you much younger than some of us, Akira? Oops. I mean, I've seen worse movies for sure. I've watched worse movies on stream. Ow. The Burning is a better movie than this. Burning had some merit. Burning had some good kill scenes towards the end. Mm. That was heartbreaking. I miss Glazer. Yeah, about that, yeah, I'm good shit. I mean, I've not seen the last Airbender, but feels like you're setting a low bar. Yeah, there's nothing really funny about how bad this is. It's just kind of it's blandly bad. Have I seen a video from Hello Future Me about Last Airbender movie? I have not. Do you know what? I don't necessarily think this is a worse movie than Twilight, but I think Twilight actually has more entertainment value because it's so laughably bad in places that at least you kind of have fun with that at times. At times. Not everything can be but boy. Exactly. Thank you. Wait, is he not a zombie? Elsa! Hello, Elsa. Are you here to distract me from the movie? Good last battle. When I eventually have to watch that last Twilight movie, I'm going to remember you said that, Renegade. Because I've got a feeling I will disagree. Oh no. The dad's dead. Oh, why am I so quiet? I've run out of jokes for this movie. That's why I'm so quiet. 17 minutes including credits. We're near in the end. Near in the end. You ever ask? I mean, maybe you don't feel comfortable answering it, I suppose. But Akira, if you don't mind what age you are, I'm just curious. You might be the youngest one out of everyone. Some of these people in chat are quite old. You see, older than I am. I started to stream early today, Elsa. And unlike mine, your heart will not go on. They seemed very upset that he said it soft rebooted everything. Kate Winslet's in it, Elsa. I was cracking a Titanic joke. Nine times two. 18. Oh my. We got a youngin'. It's making me feel old. I did no such thing. I did say no such thing. Tyler's just trying to get me into trouble. You could be Akira's father, you're that old. No, I'm not. How dare you? If I had a kid at 13, maybe. Whereas you're actually old enough to be Akira's mother, Elsa. The cheek! The cheek! Oh god, these fight scenes are terrible. You're going to dilate one of my French girls. That's funny. My mother was born the same year. That's a fairly late birth actually for someone. She said the title of the movie like a superhero. Heroic music plays, and Kate Winslet looks like she's hit an iceberg. I was getting away with that genocide if it wasn't for those meddling kids. Just the punch. Um, we have 10 minutes left, including credits. So of actual screen time, probably not much. So you've got an older brother who's older than me. That's interesting. That's a big gap. Do you know what the best thing about trains are? What's that? Number 4. We can't hit an iceberg on a train. Unlike that bitch Kate Winslet in her stupid boat. 89, that's my year. I'm taller. Thank you, Akira. I agree. This was a crappy CW pilot stretched out to 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's my review, in a sense. Oh, credits have hit. It's over. We might watch something, Bob. I don't know what it is though. Maybe something else random, just for a change of pace. If we do. Oh yeah, we'll totally do a stream watch of that leak pilot if it ever leaks. Sounded terrible. Hmm. We the good one. Do we need to feel better? I feel bad. Alison actually likes the movie. We're all shitting on it. uh, I'm going to be watching the Child's Play TV show. I will be. Yeah. Uh, the original plan was to review it with Tim, but I mean, there's no way of knowing if Tim will be back by then. And if he is back by then, given that he's now a new father, he's probably not going to have time for an extra thing on top of Scream. So it'll probably just be me. But I will be reviewing the Child's Play TV show. Oh, pardon me. I was actually toying with the idea of adding a solo already cancelled to the mix, just because TV's quite quiet. But there is something starting over September, October, so maybe it will get busy again, and I'll hate that I've got an extra thing to do. So I don't know. It was like Pete sitting through Beastmaster. Yes, that was a dull watch for me. Right, movie's over. If there's a post-credit scene, I don't care. It's gone. It's gone. Gone. Well, we got through it. We got through it, everyone, and that's what's important. But yeah, I was looking at different shows that I could do solo, maybe. Shows that are already finished that I can do at my time. We've got to get those last few episodes of Handmaid's Tale season 4. Things happen, I promise. I believe you. I really do. I've just had no motivation to watch the damn thing. It's not the show it once was. I think it felt particularly bad after the last couple because I didn't really have a whole lot to say about the last couple, which makes it very daunting to review. But I suppose if an episode is dull, it can just be a 10-minute review. It doesn't have to be 20 like it normally is. We're back. It was a momentary disconnection of OBS. The internet's fine. Internet's fine. Calm down, everyone. I've not disappeared. You can do the OC solo, no problem. I want to watch a show that I actually enjoy. Tyler, just a thought. Good for you, Elsa. Good for you. So I leaked stuff from the Powerpuff script, and one of the things people were making fun of was a reference to Jennifer's body. Made me realize nobody watched that movie. Ah. I watched 5 episodes. I did 5 episodes. Episode 6 the next one I have to watch. There was actually a pretty big cliffhanger at the end of the last episode, but I was feeling no. Since Carter will never watch Lost, here's your chance. I mean, I have seen Lost before. I was more looking for something I hadn't seen, at least not all of, but it is true. I could potentially rewatch a show that I've already seen, and it's been a while. People might be into that. May attract some Lost fans to the channel. Dun, 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 dun. June runs into someone. I'll just say that. La 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 la. Wait, did you never get around to starting that watch? That yeah, your own Lost Watch along? I think I gave you the best spoiler free hint I could there. Watching a bit of Gossip Girl, Akira. I've never seen Gossip Girl. I have no uh, I have no basis for reference. Uh, mm, honestly, Lost isn't a bad suggestion. I was thinking of doing a show that I'd never seen, but I already have Lost, so that does help with the process a little bit. I'm going to do What If. I had no plans to, Alison. I didn't think I'd have much to say about it, at least beyond the first episode, anyway. I've never seen Sopranos, and I know it's one that people recommend, but like, and I'm not against trying it because I might like it. It might be really good. But there's other big shows that I've tried in the past, pre-channeled and just didn't like. Because as much as a Game of Thrones or Mad Men uh, run would be popular, I've tried them both. I didn't like either of them, and I watched a good season or so of both. So it wasn't like I just watched an episode and gave up. I don't know what Jolt is, so no. Oh, you had to finish Divergent before you could call her back, Allison. That poor woman. Would you guys recommend I watch Doom Patrol? I don't usually care for superhero films, but I'm warming up to this one. You mean the TV show? I would recommend it. It's very different from a superhero show anyway, because they're a bit more like a group of misfits, and it's more like it's kind of a mix of a lot of genres. But it's not a straight superhero show. There's a lot of heart in Doom Patrol, despite its very cynical sense of humor, and it is very funny in places. Great characters. I'd give it a try. I'd watch a few episodes, see how you're feeling. If you're not feeling it, you can always just jump. And if I was it you, Akira, who was wanting more Brendan Fraser stuff, because he technically he's in that. I mean, no, I mean, there's exceptions to my usual taste, and there's definitely some out of my comfort zone shows that I would like to try at some point. But doing something like a Lost Watch would be very safe and probably interesting because it's been a long enough time now. I mean, it's been a decade now since I've watched a single episode because it finished in 2010, and I haven't actually rewatched it yet. So you're not a doctor anymore, then. You don't know what happened to me when I flipped that switch. You don't want to know. Firefly. 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 Ah, ah, ah. Locke, Desmond, Ben. A lot of great characters in Lost. I don't want to do a show that is something that me and Tara might do after Babylon 5, so I'm staying away from other, like, sort of, full on sci fi shows. I don't remember that line, but it made me laugh anyway. I've heard of Eureka. I don't imagine it's going to be an in-depth, like, something I can talk about, though. I could be wrong, but certain shows don't lend themselves to, like, analysis in the same way that others do. Did you watch Lost when it aired originally, Akira? Because you'd have been pretty young. I assume you saw it later. That's a good warning, Cindy. Need to know what I'm getting into. Because I was toying with the idea of person of interest. That was kind of my number one choice. Which I've seen some of, but I never, I fell away from it at one point and never went back. Not because I didn't like it. I actually thought it was getting really good when I stopped watching it. But a Lost revisit isn't a bad idea. Yeah, Lost music is so good because it has, like, distinct themes for so many characters. I could sit and hum you a theme for Ben. I could hum you Locke's theme. I could hum you, obviously, the death theme. I could hum you the getting off the island theme. There's tons of themes I could hum you. Ha he 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 ha. Be very interested to see how you feel at the end now that you know how it ends. Hmm, that would be interesting. I wonder how I'd structure that. I think I'd wanted to start them all spoiler free. The idea being that someone who's watching for the first time could follow along, but maybe have a section at the end, and just in case I have any observations that are spoilery, because I'm like, oh, this is something that I think it's worth mentioning because I was thinking of this that comes later. Like, I could save that for the end of them, so that anyone who's watching it for the first time can opt out before I do spoiler stuff. I think watching weekly would make it feel more special. Yeah. You watched it at the beginning of this year on Prime. Oh, so that was a reality show. So I put it off, but finally watched it, and it was the best decision. Yeah, Lost was a big deal when it launched. You may have heard that, Renegade, but people are wrong. Lost, though, the thing about Lost is that the theorization every week between episodes that lasted for 6 years was so goddamn good that it was never really about the ending wrapping everything up perfectly. It was, I know it sounds like a cop out to say the journey was more important than the destination, but for something like Lost, it really was. And it was a very satisfying story for a lot of the characters at the end. So I'm I have no problem with the ending of Lost. At least for memory. We'll see if a rewatch changes my mind a bit. But I will say, uh, there's other shows with bad finales. Yeah. I haven't even seen the Dexter one, but I've heard the horror stories. But Dexter was bad for years before the finale, so the fact that the finale ended up being even worse is not surprising. And it's funny actually, because watching Twin Peaks through in 2017 and getting a lot of because Twin Peaks inspired Lost. Damon Lindelof's a huge fan of Twin Peaks, and obviously it's not the exact same kind of thing, but there's a lot of similarities in the theorizing. Although theorizing about David Lynch is like an extra layer of like crazy, but that was a truly special experience watching that for the first time weekly, and then the newer episodes that came out for the new season were just like phenomenal. That's right, Flash Sideways became a term because of the last season. Is that might have been an example of a bad finale? Because that's a very good finale. Despite this, in spite of it being sudden, it was a very good sudden finale. I mean, I saw seasons 6 and 7 of Dexter. I mean, I saw obviously everything before that, but 6 and 7 were especially terrible. 5 felt repetitive despite some good ideas. Yeah, Angel's got a great finale. I love that Anne, who was originally in a season 2 episode of Buffy, and like ported over to Angel, and she was in a second Buffy episode in season 3, and then she ported over to Angel because she was in LA in that Buffy episode, and then she popped up in Angel season 2, and then again for the final episode of Angel. She was actually one of the longest running characters of the Buffyverse, despite the fact that she was only in like maybe 4 episodes total. It was kind of impressive. I enjoyed the Buffy finale. There's a lot of fun stuff about it. Some of the CG obviously is a bit ropey by any measure. There's a couple of weird beats. Like a character dies because the actor wanted to make sure they wouldn't be asked to do a spin off, which is kind of weird. I'm like, you could just turn down a job. Like, you don't have to actually make sure your character dies because the death feels so random and pointless. But Angel's got the better finale. And I'm being careful not to spoil things too specifically. For anyone who's not seen these wonderful things, and one day will. Dun, 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 dun. Daddy, that's supposed to be Ben's theme. I'm struggling hitting the notes though, if I'm honest. Heroes killed me inside long before the finale. I gave up on Heroes well before the finale. No, they actually didn't go off script. They just insisted they be killed in the final episode. Same thing with how Supergirl's going to end. Wait, what? It's not ended yet. It's because I don't think it's ending till after the Olympics. I could be wrong. Oh, you got what theme that was. I'm happy. Nah, every time I get to the locks, man, I end up going to that leaving the island theme. Oh, really? That's annoying. Especially as given there's a show that's connected to it with characters who are supposed to be related to her. And she was the best part about that show. So that's a shame. I did try the reboot of Heroes when it came back, but it was terrible. I have never seen BoJack Horseman. Oh, Divergent's over, yeah. Divergent's over. We haven't picked a movie yet, if we are watching one, which we might not. I didn't have dinner yet before we started the stream, so I might not start a movie just so that I can peace out and get food whenever I feel like it. If I start a movie, I'm locked in for a set amount of time. People are just trying to convince me to do a review series of Lost. And I'm tempted. We could just watch the first episode of Lost. That's a double though, Tyler. The pilot's a double. And I'd want to watch it as a double because that's how it aired. It's 2 a.m. in the UK. I'm well aware of that. I'm well aware of that. That has no bearing on my eating schedule. Heroes is on BBC iPlayer. I mean, I'm definitely not watching Heroes I'll say that much. I wonder if I'd even like the early stuff on Heroes again if I watched it now. I feel like network TV is like regressed so much since then. I don't know if I just get used to better content or if it actually was better at the time. You have the Heroes Blu-ray box set, and I regret nothing. It's alright, I regret it for you. Sometimes I go way beyond 4. I've streamed up till 8 a.m. before. Ain't doing that tonight. I'm telling you that right now. That's not happening. Hmm. Which is very easy at this time of year because it starts getting sunny at like 4. It's more impressive when I do it in the winter because in the winter it's like like 8 a.m. before it starts getting light. Worker magic for what? Oh, to get me to watch last. Do 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 do. Very tempted to make a Frozen joke. Yes. That Elsa's one cold-hearted. Oh, hey, Elsa. Have some bread and me. Oh no, I've got a chicken tikka masala with the rice to have. And that definitely ain't streaming. I'm watching a movie. I just got here. Yeah, but will you even watch it with us, Elsa? If I pick some dumb horror movie, you're just going to be like, nah, I don't watch horror. I'm Elsie and Elsie. I'm Elsa, and I'm a classy broad. Oh, sorry, classy senorita. I think she's mocking beans on toast because non-UK folk don't love the beans on toast. She's officially Elsie. uh, hey, I need to mess up everyone's name at some point, just because I flub it. I flub my own name. Let's watch Predator 2. But I'll be doing Predator 2 on Ace in the next few months. Oh, Alison. Oh, I hate custard. Never mind mixing fish finger. I mean, fish fingers on their own are great. Fish fingers are delightful. You can't be mad at a fish finger. But, oh, custard. Oh. Yeah, Megan Leggins. And our hero Kenny Loggins, who ride into the danger zone together. Before, that is a terrible suggestion. I do not approve of it in any way, shape, or form. Any way, shape, or form. Made up your mind yet? No. We're debating such a thing. Because that's the Danger Zone like song guy's name, right? It's Kenny Loggins. I'm not misremembering that. I just read Megan Leggins again, and it just made me think of it. That is correct. Okay, good. I'm not just remembering, misremembering things. I only know that because it came up in a quiz show. I would never have known the artist behind Danger Zone. But it came up in QI, I think. I've shown off Firefly a few times already. He's actually sitting in my lap right now. I'd pick him up, but he's all comfortable. He's got his paws stretched out and he's purring away. Maybe I'll go grab the cats from the other room and get some multiple kitty action. Oh, I can unmute the thing just in case there's notifications. Dun 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 dun. What did I buy recently movie wise? See if anything sticks out. Because there have been deals. Yes, iTunes, stop pestering me. Movie films. What did I buy recently? I got the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy and the Indiana Jones bundle because they were both on sale. Yeah, I watch Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day 2 is barely a horror movie. It's practically just a sci-fi comedy at that point. I bought The Firm to watch. I bought a horror movie called Pledge Night from the 80s. I bought. I've already watched Assassin. I bought Pusher. Although I don't know if some foreign reffing is exactly what the stream ordered. I've never seen The Firm. No. It was just on sale and it had been recommended to me by the Tara one. Of course you'd watch that. Young Tom Cruise is in it. I'm sure you're all aflutter just thinking of the possibilities. Got the Driller Killer, which I've seen, but it was a long time ago, so I'll be able to remember it. Ready or Not's okay. I didn't love Ready or Not. I wanted to love Ready or Not. I much prefer The Babysitter if we're talking about Samara Weaving horror comedies. What's rather shallow? What did I say about The Firm? All I said is it was recommended by Tara, so I bought it when it was on sale. Because I took her recommendation seriously. What part of any of that sentiment was shallow? Oh, I've been accused of here. I also got Slugs, which I've not watched yet. The Tom Cruise bit. Ah. Am I going to review the Top Gun sequel with Tara? Why with Tara? Why? Because she admitted she had a crush on Tom Cruise when she was younger. Not the women, just Elsa. And it was just a joke. Elsa knows I'm playing. I also bought Spookies, which I've not watched yet. The Spookies is a thing that'll happen at some point on stream. Or be a bonus episode for Screams. These are the possibilities. Yeah, I've not seen Spookies. Hmm. That's everything. I've been trying. Do you know what? Like a week ago, I said I'm going to try and spend less money on movies this month. I'm going to do less money on movies in the next month. And then the indie box set and the How to Train Your Dragon box sets, both in 4K, went on sale, as well as the Goonies, which I also bought. And I'm actually having to fight. Speaking of Tom Cruise, the entire Mission Impossible bundle's on sale, as is the 10 movie Star Trek bundle. And I'm like, I've not bought them, but I'm fighting with myself. I'm having to like fight it. I have to admit, Lost is one of the more interesting suggestions. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon's wonderful. Wonderful stuff. I hate. I wish I could recategorize stuff on iTunes away from the genre that they've picked for it, because some of them are just wrong. There's some horror movies in the thriller section. Like Back to the Future 2 and 3 are in comedy instead of sci-fi. Like what the fuck? You really hit me with some random movies before. Whoa, 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 whoa! Jennifer Connelly double feature all of a sudden. When did this happen? Oh, Bob's voting for Slugs. All right. I mean, I've seen the How to Train Your Dragon. I wouldn't have blame bought an animated trilogy. I bought those because I already know I love them. How to Train Your Dragon is great, and two is even better, and then three is a solid conclusion. Although probably the weakest of the three, but that's like it's a good trilogy. Um, all right. Here's what's going to happen because I am far too hungry to just start watching something. So I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to take a break for probably I don't know 30-40 minutes to have some food, and then I'll come back. And when I come back, we'll watch something. Does that sound fair? I need to eat. I need to eat. We either stop for good, and for good I just mean tonight. But I need to eat first. I'm far too hungry. So so I'm gonna go have dinner, and I'll come back. Okay. So 40 minutes to marinate on Lost. Yes, that sounds. Oh dear. Thanks for the vote. You're welcome, Allison. You're welcome. I hope there was some humor to be had in me being miserable, and it wasn't just painful to watch me shit on the movie. Like, hmm. Okay, I will be back then shortly. I will retitle the stream. There'll be a new stream technically, so I'll be back after some food. So I will go get some sustenance as Akira has suggested, and I'll return at latest the top of the hour, right? So at the latest, at the 7 Pacific slash 10 Eastern slash 3 a.m. UK at the latest. I'll be back. I'll see you.